Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Leonard playing extremely well. He has 8 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Duncan in the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the San Antonio 5.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Here's Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 9. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on, the Cavs got tougher. Those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
The Cavaliers trailing. Here's LeBron. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. And that one is hammered home.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
San Antonio making a switch here. Diaz checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. To the inside. Here's Leonard.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
Parker's shot is off. Up the floor. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Irving. LeBron's got the game tied up here for Cleveland.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Parker passes to Duncan. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And it's 13 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years, showing you that great vision and still getting it done. Nice pass.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Iman Shumpert has come in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving.
There's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right on top of the other.
Time to just slow it down, make the simple play, and get a good shot.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Here's Dellavedova.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
Here's James. Offensive rebound. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And he uses the glass on the layup. James has got 9. as Greg was just talking about, the assistant that was hired was Becky Hammond, a phenomenal player for a very long time in the WNBA. And Clark, you know, you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the first full-time female assistant.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it might not seem like that big a deal to some, but this was a big-time barrier breaker that the Spurs pulled off.
Mozgov kicks to LeBron. Love with the screen for LeBron. Pass to Dellavedova. 5 on the clock. Here's Shumpert. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. San Antonio leading.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
West with the ball. Now guarded by Shumpert. And that one's good. Simmons.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Now Mills. The 3 ball. And that one's good. Mills has got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
The third quarter comes to a close. It's San Antonio as they wrap up the third quarter on a 12-4 run. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. So on the floor for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Thompson are up front, and it's Shumpert in the 3 slot. Leonard, no luck.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Parker with it. He's picked up by Irving. Parker with no one around. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. And the Spurs lead by 7.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Leonard. Out to Parker. The drive by Green. Launches it. And Parker with the basket on the assist from Green. That's now 8 points for Parker.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And of course, Tony Parker's so big for San Antonio in those championship runs. But word on the street was that Spurs coach Greg Popovich didn't always go easy on Tony. He really pushed him to the limit.
Yeah, you know, it started back when Tony was invited to the Spurs summer camp before the 2001. One of the scouts was really physical with Tony, really gave him a hard time, and that was really the start of his maturation process in learning to deal with the NBA.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
Thanks again, Doris. Now, here is Irving. After LeBron James's miss. He used that pick just right.
And, you know, getting back to Popovich's relationship with Tony Parker, Pop made the decision to draft Parker. So he obviously saw something. But Pop's a perfectionist, and if you're going to play point guard for him, you've got to deliver consistently.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Aldridge. Outside Leonard. Back to Aldridge. And it's Leonard, top of the key. Just 5 on the clock. Duncan dishes to Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. 16 points for Leonard.
And talking about Tony Parker, Pop's tough love with him really paid off. Tony eventually became incredibly consistent, culminating with him being named the Finals MVP back in '07.
Duncan, the best to Green. And the rejection by Smith. They recover it. Aldridge kicks to Duncan. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And Aldridge slams it in.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Green. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Now, here's Thompson. It's LeBron with the drive. That's good.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
They grab their own miss. Feeds it to Green. Back to Parker. Over James. But they'll get another chance. And Leonard has it in the corner. It's taken away by Smith. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And finished off by LeBron.
Really opportunistic basketball there. And when they desperately needed it, timely, opportunistic basketball.
And it really couldn't have come at a better time. I mean, they've got to take even more chances on defense now. Try to get some more of those steals to start the break. Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
He's off from 17 feet.
Well, I think he kind of alligator-armed that one, short-stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Manu Ginobili's checked in for San Antonio. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Love's checked in. Tipped away. It's stolen by Smith. James wide open. Here's Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. And so Thompson nails both of them.
Flawless trip to the free throw line that time, and that gap just got a little narrow.
Ginobili dishes to Aldridge. And stolen by Love. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Sinks it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Here's LeBron. Here's Thompson. And it's sent back by Aldridge. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Out to Smith. Love with the screen on Parker. Oh, he hits it! How about that shot?
Big time, big time.
Incredible.
Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, it